CMA, the Continental Music Alliance, presents Pro Music This Week. Tonight, USA #1, the Rockers. Also, 9th D, Preston Report, the Mass Maestro. Now, here's Brent Brown and the Cosmic Swami.
All right, all that and a lot more in tonight's action-packed Pro Music This Week with myself, Brent Brown, and with me, as always, my cosmic co-host, the Cosmic Swami.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The guiding hand of truth and light is here to show everybody what it's all about.
Well, you certainly missed a little guiding light last week when 9th D unceremoniously burst into the show and ended it prematurely.
Hey, I was there. They messed with me too, man. I'm not happy about that.
Didn't see it coming. Let's remind the viewers of what happened last week. You look here, you'll see exactly what went down. This was just unprecedented, and they suffered dearly for this.
You didn't see it coming either.
I don't ever claim to have perfect clairvoyance.
My God, some hooligan fans have just begun climbing up the curtain. The stage will surely collapse. Oh, no!
The CMA has embarked on an awful new path. We cannot guarantee the safety of the world.
What? All right, yeah, I don't care. Wake him up, Mrs. Commissioner. Okay, we don't know what happened there. That was just out of the blue, unless you had something to do with it.
Hey, you're the one who bumped him off
the show. All right, look, folks, we're out of time. Okay, well, there you go. I mean, 9th D, I mean, you just don't do that, and they got dumped on. They got fined $10,000 by the commission, and I think it should have been 20, personally.
Well, they did do it to us, and here's what they paid us with. And not exactly $10,000, is it?
Well, they call it 10,000 global plutonium credits, post-dated 2010 in the first interdimensional bank.
Yeah, I hope we're still hosting the show in 2010.
All right, well, Julius and Lucky, been missing, got the guitar Beulah stolen. Well, nobody knows where they've been for the last few weeks, but our own intrepid reporter Lance Preston caught up with them a little bit early this week, and we're going to see that in a few minutes. Okay, the situation is heating up, exponentially with the IROCers and USA1. USA1's calling for sanctions to be reinstated. IROCers aren't having it.
Well, obviously something is imminent.
Something's about to happen, all right. Well, Ken Jones managed to catch a quick interview with the Ultimate Foreman before they performed earlier this week, so let's watch that.
Ken Jones here. We'll be talking with the Ultimate Foreman. Ultimate, how are you feeling about tonight's challenge?
I'm feeling pretty good, though. I'm a little bit concerned about these rocker guys. They're a pretty shady lot, as you know. And there's a few other people running around the CMA right now. Right now, I'm a little concerned with, like, this Dutch Moran guy. He looks a little scary to me.
Ultimate, do you polish your helmet?
Do I polish my helmet? I don't know about polishing my helmet. What I know is that we're going to go out there and polish off a couple of tunes right now and take care of business. I got to go, Ken.
Well, good luck, Ultimate.
All right, here they come.
Oh, man. Okay, now maybe you can tell me why they need these tools.
Of course they needed tools.
A pipe wrench, yeah?
They're professionals. They're letting everybody know they've arrived.
Oh, great.
I mean, look at that. Look, nobody works their music out like the way these guys do. They have blueprints for their songs.
Well, they need blueprints for their songs. I mean, otherwise they'll just crumble under their own weight. He's the only CMA star that has rebar for vocal cords.
A lot of other stars wish they had that rebar. That rebar's made of gold.
Yeah, okay, it's a 2-5-2, a mostly pentatonic thing with just simple 1-5 chords.
That's right, 1-5.
Man, oh,
and
man.
that's good quality, positive American-made music there.
Yeah, run-of-the-mill, general, ordinary stuff.
Yeah, it's not the most sophisticated, but I'll tell you what, people wake up in the morning with a cup of coffee, this is what they want to hear right here.
And that's important to you, isn't it? If you don't reach very high, you're not going to fall very far.
50 stories high. Are you listening to this song?
No.
Well, maybe that's your problem. Pay attention.
No, my problem is I'm being overwhelmed by mediocrity here, man.
Mediocrity made America great.
You know, the fans are really geared up for Big Stan to come out with his Boilermaker.
Big Stan really didn't come into his own until he hit the USA one. When he was with Low Bid, he was underappreciated. And
well, Low Bid, that was the last decent thing he ever did. Are you kidding me?
There's Big Stan now.
Oh, yeah, he's hitting it with the rivet gun. And that's his patented Boilermaker.
High beam walk. Look at that. Nobody doesn't like the Ultimate Foreman.
I don't like it.
I really think they're leaving Chili Garcia and the Day Laborers way behind here. This one is going to put them over the top, and they need these points. This will put them ahead of Null and Void, and I think Hazmat 5, and it's going to really do wonders for them early in the game. These guys with that pile driving beat, man, they're unstoppable. I think this is their year.
Oh, they are stoppable, Brent Brown. You just watch them get stopped.
Oh, by the Mass Maestro?
Oh, by the Mass Maestro, by the Rockers, by Rich Royce, by any number of CMA stars going to wipe these guys.
Well, you know, this audience is loving this to the nth power, and unlike the Rockers 2 nights ago, who just got booed soundly.
It's quitting time.
Fans are just beside themselves. They just love these guys.
Beside themselves looking for the exits.
All right, powerhouse performance. I think USA 1 has a real shot at taking the championship this year.
They got a real shot of being regular schmucks. I mean, what are you talking about?
I mean, the Mass Maestro is just, you know, he's shaking. I think he's nervous.
Shaking? He's shaking
Shaken,
with
not
talent. He's, man,
USA 1 has
monster.
also got the tape on the Rockers that they have made a well, it's a representation of what could happen to these amps. This is why they want the inspectors reinstated, because these are clearly potentially dangerous to everybody in the first 10 rows, the roadies. I mean, these amps can explode at any second.
I've never seen evidence so trumped up.
Let's take a look at this. You're gonna change your mind after you see this.
I've changed my mind already.
Okay, what you're looking at now is we've set up a little simulation to show you just how dangerous it can be using these inferior pieces of equipment that the Rockers are using, where we've replicated the wiring and some of the conditions of these amplifiers. Bad insulation, the overloaded transformers, substandard material, overheated tubes, dangerously high levels of distortion. I mean, one bad chord or a wrong note can set these things off. I mean, look at that. Furthermore, we've made a proposal to the Office of Entertainment Security that the Rockers be required to destroy all these IMDs. We feel it poses a threat to fans, officials, and bands alike. Furthermore, the Rockers have shown in the past that they'll use these things on their very own fans, for Christ's sakes. I think it's clear that it's time that the OES does something about this.
Okay, well, you can see why USA 1 wants to reinstate the sanctions. That's clearly a danger to everybody.
That is the most ridiculous pre-enactment I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, what does that prove at all? That you can blow up an amp? Hey, I can blow up an amp. What is that all about?
Well, it just proves that they're out of control. They need somebody to check
USA
their
1 is out of control.
Not USA 1. All right. Well, here's a buddy of yours. Ken Jones caught up with the Mass Maestro, the current champion, and we're going to find out a little something about that X2 box. So let's check it out and see what Ken Jones had to say.
What's going on? What's going on? I can't see anyone.
This is another Ken Jones exclusive.
Ken Jones here, backstage with the Mass Maestro after a fine performance. Let's have a word with him on the controversial X2 box.
Controversial? You want to tell me about controversial, Ken Jones? Give me that microphone. I'll tell you about controversial. Controversial is USA 1 going out there with tools. I mean, you don't see me coming here with any tools. The tools of my profession are instruments. I'll tell you, controversy is the Gigglies. Going on for how long now? Aren't they all great-grandfathers by now? And I understand controversy is all of the politics that go on behind the scenes at the CMA. And I'm getting sick of it. And controversial is the Gigglies doing the same thing, coming on, tugging on the promoter's sleeve and saying, hey, if you give us a chance, if you get them away from the Xbox, maybe we can beat them. Well, I'll tell you what, they're not going to beat them. They're not going to beat me. Because nobody has the ability to beat me. Because that box does a little something extra for me and my team.
So it is cheating.
Cheating? Well, did Einstein cheat when he came up with relativity? Is Michelangelo a cheat for the Sistine Chapel? Was Leonardo da Vinci a cheat? Was Galileo a cheat? I'm on top of my profession. I'm gonna be here for a long time. I'm champ, fellas. Me, Super Solo, and Super Slam. Learn to live with it. We're on top, and we're gonna be on top of your precious little league from now on.
Okay, well, there was the Mass Maestro. I mean, I think he just about admitted to cheating. I mean,
cheating? Hey, man, cheating is a high art. You know, points is what you call it.
You're
scoring
condoning
points.
Cheating?
Well, you don't have to call it cheating for it to be cheating. I mean, that's not cheating at all.
I was under the impression cheating was not allowed.
Yeah, it's not allowed, and that's why he doesn't do it. He is the champion of the CMA.
The champion cheater. I think that's what we established there. Okay, Don't go anywhere. We got the Preston Report. We got the Ninth Dimension. We got a mystery tape. We're not sure what this is about. Something about Beulah and Lucky and Julius. And we got the iRockers. Holy cow, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Woody Pickens of Woody Pickens Guitaratorium. Guitar players are the finest people in the world, but there's one problem with them. They're too loud, so what do? Spare no expense. $1 million, a couple of my Nassau buddies, and we come up with the ISO Loud. ISO Quiet. Now you hear it, now you don't. Pretty good, huh? Yeah, it gets rid of antisonics, negative acoustics, whatever. I don't understand it. I know it works. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. Big city style, flea market prices. Woody Pickens Guitaratorium.
ISO Loud not recommended for musicians with pacemakers, hearing aids, or pregnant women. May cause numbness in extremities, hypertension, irritable bowel syndrome, temporary impotence, and migraines.
Also visit Woody Pickens Drumateria, Organasium, Brassthanon, across the street from the Guitaratorium.
Now, more pro music this week.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We've got the Preston Report. Lance Preston thinks he tracked down Julius and Lucky. Let's see if he did.
The Preston Report. Tonight's episode, The Road of America.
Lance Preston here with the Preston Report. We're here on the Road of America trying to track down some of the many unanswered questions. Some of the many unanswered questions still to be answered with the J.P. Corbett and the disappearance of his beloved guitar, Beulah. J.P. has not been seen at many scheduled gigs now, and America wants to know, where is J.P. Corbett and Lucky? But we think that we've caught up to him, and we mean to get to the bottom of some of these many questions. Julius, Lucky, may I get a word with you? Julius, we're here with America. We all want to know, where have you been? Have you found Beulah?
Well, I think a look inside her case reveals a multitude of sorrow.
Yes, that she doesn't appear to be there, so you have no idea to the whereabouts of Beulah yet.
Unfortunately, no. It's a forlorn feeling when one's loved one is gone, presumably missing, destroyed.
JP, does this mean you will not play any more CMA gigs until you find your beloved Beulah?
I don't know, Lance.
So the intrepid duo continues to traverse America, looking for Beulah everywhere they can, catching sleep any time they can, living a hand-to-mouth existence, looking for Beulah.
Julius, look what I found. I found you a new guitar.
What?
It's just like Beulah. Maybe better.
No, that's not Beulah, Lucky. There'll never be another Beulah. Put it back.
No, not Beulah this time. And so the search goes on. Always looking for something, anything.
Hey, the shoe! Hey, your shoe!
To brighten their day.
Yes, Lucky. It's a shoe. Well, at first, when Beulah first disappeared, things got very bad. And then things got increasingly worse.
as the days rolled by and the gloom set in and depression oppressed my very existence. Moment after excruciating moment
Julius,
what?
It's the 410.
What?
410's wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lance. We must go.
Catch.
So what exactly have we found?
Well, we have found JP and we found Lucky, but we haven't found Beulah.
All right, well, that's a bit of good news, and I'm really hoping that Julius is reunited with Beulah soon. That would be just a great thing.
Well, yeah, you know, they love being out in that slop, dropping around.
I don't think they do. They'd prefer to be playing somewhere at a nice warm club and having the love and adulation of the fans. I mean, wouldn't you?
Why are they out there then?
Looking for Beulah. What do you think? All right, well, speaking of that, we've got a situation. We got a tape tossed in over the transom the other day, and very suspicious, but we'll just let this roll, and you decide for yourself what you think of it.
Whoa, 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 things are coming down. Not in a good way, people. We've got problems in the CMA. There's these suspensions, these other problems going on. Let me tell you, there's going to be hell to pay. There's going to be big problems around the CMA, and a few fellows better start watching their backs from now on. You know, you're going to a 7-Eleven, maybe you want to check the car before you get back in. You're at the airport, man. Fellas, take a look around. Watch your backs, because I'm telling you, things ain't good. We're going to have some problems. There's going to be hell to pay. Mark my words.
All right, well, everybody knows that was Dutch Moran. Come on.
What? That was somebody doing a horrible Dutch Moran impersonation. That's the worst I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, you think Dutch Moran would go around threatening people that way? I've already told you before he doesn't threaten people.
That's all he does.
He said it himself.
That's what he lives for. Him and that gang of his. All right, that he calls a band. All right, well, as we said, 9D their lawyers have hashed out some kind of deal. I don't know, but they got a clip on. So let's go ahead and take a look at 9D here. There's something else. Yeah, global credits.
You think we are joking? Do you think the ninth dimension is not serious? You people must change directions. This music will not last until the future. The ninth dimension knows and loves it, and you have not done it. You may not even dire consequences will befall you. Perhaps it's because you do not understand how to prepare your puny little brains. These instruments, as you call them, are no more than symbols of your obsolete music to display where you sold. Perhaps you simulate the music we're about to hear. It will not be anything like you've ever heard. Boys, that is but a taste of what is coming. The ninth dimension is here, only to warn you as your friends. Music is life.
Okay, there's Ninth Dimension. I don't know what to make of them.
Those guys got something weird going on, I'm telling you.
Oh, in a minute we're going to see Bigsby Needleman from Pro Music Magazine. That's he's got some radical ideas, and we're going to see if that's going to work. Okay, so don't go anywhere. We've still got the iRockers, and you're not going to want to miss that. I mean, this is incredible.
The Rockers, that's something to see.
Pro Music World, the world's most prestigious and respected pro music journal for over 5 decades. Read worldwide by fans and pro musicians alike. In-depth interviews with CMA selectors, hard-hitting analysis by our award-winning editorial staff, full-color layouts of the instruments and the woodsheds of the stars, behind-the-scenes features, amateur fashions, recipes, and more.
You know, I'm getting disgusted lately at all the gutless fans and all the gutless experts I hear from. If you want the real straight scoop, you gotta get it from Pro Music World! I do. That should be good enough for you, too.
Don't miss this monster double-sized special limited collector's edition with chronological breakdown of the greatest announcing teams in CMA history. Get yours today before they're gone.
You're watching KBOG 19, the center of your life.
Now, more pro music this week.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. We have Bigsby Needleman on board, editor of Pro Music World, and he's got some pretty radical new ideas.
Oh, yeah. He's going to really change things for the better, folks.
I think he has some valid points, and we ought to listen to this closely. Let's go ahead and roll that. I think you're gonna see he has some good ideas.
I think his head comes to a valid point.
We, the senior editors at Pro Music World, have finally come to a difficult realization. The CMA must face the music too. The fans have spoken, and the CMA scoring system must go. Recently, I purchased my own copy of the rules for the CMA. This is volume 4 of a 36-volume set. And to tell you the truth, I don't think that our judges have even read volume 1. I've created my own set of all of the rules that I think are most important. As you can see, my copy is considerably lighter. There are a few places where my rules overlap the current set. For instance, we need instant barification for cheating or for lip syncing of any sort. And finally, we need an enforceable plagiarism rule, not that confused mishmash that we currently have in place. The real reason why our giant rule set continues to grow larger has nothing to do with fairness. It has to do with the judges. It has to do with their godlike egos. It has to do with the fact that they think they can control the game in any way they want. But ultimately, it's the fans that matter. If the music is good, a band gets points. If the music is bad, they don't get as many points. And until we have a new set of rules, we need to get rid of the judging system and set up an applausometer. An applausometer will always tell you who's in the lead and when and why. For Pro Music World Today, this is senior editor Bigsby Needleman. See you at the gig.
All right, say what you will. I mean, I think that he has got some great ideas. I mean, the applausometer, maybe it's time.
The man wants to single-handedly destroy pro music all by himself.
I think he wants to go down on record as helping and fixing the system that's broken.
Oh, it'll be fixed, all right. The fix will be in. Because, you know, the rules have been set up a certain way to work over the years, you know, and people have been learning how to work with the rules.
Yeah, like your cheater masked maestro, your impersonator Dutch Moran. Yeah, the system's really working well.
Hey, they just know how to use the rules, that's all.
All right, speaking of using the rules, we've got your Fab Faves, the iRockers. I hope those sanctions are reinstated soon. After you watch this, you're going to agree with me.
You'll see the power, folks.
Yeah, you see the power, all right. Just thank goodness you can't smell through your TV set. All right, let's go. No, they're right up there in front, and I wouldn't want to be there, because I wouldn't want to be within the first 30 rows of these characters.
Well, you ate, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I'm behind this nice glass booth, but that's I fear for those people up there in front.
That's what you get when you go to the CMA, whatever's up there.
Now, Swami, you know, USA 1 has every right to call for sanctions against these wild men.
I don't see why. They're just trying to get rid of all the competition so they don't have to do so much work. Those Hussein amps get a tone that you just can't get any other way than to crank them all the way up.
Well, then why is the Office of Entertainment Security rated them a 9 on a dangerous scale?
Office of Entertainment Security is hiding under the bed.
We will blow up all USA.
It's these instruments of mass distortion they have up there. They're a danger to every stagehand and roadie up there.
Mass distortion is a wonderful thing, Brent Brown. I love the sound of those old Soviet amplifiers they got.
What's he doing here?
Oh, he's doing that's a 3-stage scud launch. Yeah, and then he's going into a Persian slipper.
Well, wait a minute. Isn't that the butcher of Basra?
That's right, the ancestor of King Nebuchadnezzar, man.
The UN teams come here to inspect.
It's the greatest music ever heard.
Your Iraqi sovereignty
Same song they've been playing for the last 2,000 years, too.
It's a big hit. One of the 7 wonders of the world, Brent Brown. Right along in the, they used to play it in the Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
Yeah, well, I would like to hang them in the Garden of Babylon.
You ain't going to get that chance, are you?
Apparently not.
No, they're not going to do it here in Turlock, although I can see they'd like to string somebody up.
Yeah, these fans certainly are not loving these guys.
No, they are very unruly, and they better get the security going around this.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Finally, security better take these rockers off stage and handcuffs.
Security better watch these fans, man. Listen to them.
If they had their way, these guys would be on their way back to Baghdad and body bag.
Bunch of jingoistic morons these fans are. They have no appreciation of other cultures.
Okay, well there was the Rockers, and they got a lot. They scored a lot of points. They're up there, but I'm just glad nobody got hurt.
Well, yeah, you mean the fans? Luckily, the fans
didn't get hurt.
Were kept off stage because they're a bunch of goofballs, rioting goofballs, a mob.
Well, speaking of goofballs, we got the Rockers live from a satellite feed. It took quite a deal to arrange this, but we got a satellite from Baghdad, and let's talk to him right now. Abdul, how you doing? Just want to ask you one question. You won't let the inspectors back in, and that leads us to believe that it has to be because your equipment is faulty, and you're a little worried about being exposed. Is that the way it is, or is there another explanation?
Shut up, Brent Brown. Why do you pretend to like us? You do not like us, and you have never liked us. You're not one of the truly great Americans like Zsa Zsa Gabor and O.J. Simpson and Robert Blake and Tonya Harding. But Cosmic Swami, join us on our big Baghdad bash. You are invited to the harem, to all the feasts. Not you, Brent Brown. We are currently rehearsing for this bash, and everyone in Baghdad will be there, which will light up the entire Middle East. And as far as our equipment is all up to okay snuff. It's completely high-grade musical equipment without any problems whatsoever. I'm doing it. I'm not doing doggy.
What? Maybe we could, looks like we're losing the feed. Well, maybe when it's not so hectic over there, we can try this again.
Hey, man.
I think they just proved USA once.
That was just a coincidence, Brent Brown.
They got truckloads of that bad equipment just waiting to be blown up.
Man, Brent Brown, you don't know what you're talking about.
All right, folks. Listen, next week, the anniversary show.
You got to see this.
This is something you've just got to see. We've got 40 years of tapes, and we've just found all this stuff, and it's just amazing. We've got all eras of the CMA.
Absolutely.
So you're going to want to get the tape VCR set and record this one for posterity. Do not miss it. Next week, we'll see you then.
Man.
That rocker, what's that about? Look at that bunk equipment they have. They don't have good satellites on there.
No, they don't.
All that money they have.
Man, their satellites are shot down, Brent Brown, every day by a hostile, imperialistic American